Hello, hello, and welcome back, or welcome. I am Book Lover Lorna, and this is my September wrap-up. Now, firstly, apologies, no video last week. As you can probably tell by my ghostly look and my nasally voice, I've had a cold. I can't even apologise for that, it's not my fault. Yeah, I've had a cold. So I'm not almost feeling 100%, but I'm feeling better at least. And I've not filmed a video, so I got up this morning at 6 AM so that I could get ready for work. All I need to do is put my work clothes on. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for the sun to come up. The sun is up, but not enough for good lighting. I filmed this video last night, thinking I'll get it up for you on the last day of September. I filmed it, I started to edit it, and I was like, this is potato quality. Literal potatoes. So that went in the bin. Here we are again. So I wasted a good chunk of my time last night, but never mind. I thought, let's just do this before I go to work, edit when I come back, and then hopefully get the video up to you at least on the first day of the next month. So, you know, we could be worse, couldn't we? So this month I've read 5 books, not in my usual format. Usually always paperbacks, aren't I? So this month's been a little bit different. I've been so busy, so I'm learning different ways to get my reading in. So I've read 2 paperbacks, 1 Kindle book, and I don't even have a Kindle, but we'll come back to that. And then 2 audiobooks. Read 2 audiobooks. Listened to 2 audiobooks. How many times do I want to say audiobooks? So which one shall we start with? Let's start with my 2 audiobooks. So I listened to, or I finished, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Now the Order of the Phoenix was my favourite paperback book of the Harry Potter books, but the audiobooks are just so long. Like, they're literally an entire day. Let's have a look. I think, let's have a look. This is for like 27 hours. Like, that's a big chunk of my time. Like, that's a lot. The Half-Blood Prince is 21 hours. That's the one that I'm on at the moment. Oh, does it let me see? I don't want to start it. 30 hours. 30 hours. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. 30 hours and 18 minutes. It's ridiculous. It's so long. So it's taken me forever to read that. I've been listening to that for months, so I finally finished that. I just thought, the place I'm sat in to get some lighting this morning is in my lounge window, and my neighbour's windows kind of look in on here, so I really hope that they can't see me, because if they can, they think I'm a weirdo. Oh my god, my neighbour's kitchen is like right there. Imagine if he's like stood watching me. Oh god. Never mind, we move on. So I read that, which is like, well, I listened to that, finished that, which is like 30 hours, so I don't know why I do that. I just find Stephen Fry's voice so relaxing. But I always start these Harry Potter audiobooks and I'm like, yes, oh, I love it. And then I get halfway through it and I'm like, I'm fed up now, it's long. So yeah, that's my relationship with the Harry Potter audiobooks. And I also listened to The Great Gatsby. Now, this is a book that I've tried to read before on Kindle, and I could not. I love the film, one of my most favourite films. I think it's amazing, the cinematography, even though it's not really, I don't know if it's classed as cinematography, because if you search on YouTube, The Great Gatsby green screen, and you've seen the film, you'll be like, whoa, your mind will be blown. So I recommend that you do that, actually, when you're done watching this video. So I couldn't read the book. I've tried to before, and I was like, I have no idea what he's going on about. He's just like drawling on for no reason, aka what I do in my videos. And I thought, let's try the audiobook. Because I know the story, it might just be easier, you know, I might enjoy it more if I listen to the audiobook while I'm cleaning. So that is what I did. So it's only like a 5-hour audiobook or something like that. So on, was it like Sunday or Monday, when I wasn't feeling very well and I was cleaning my flat, I listened to that. Yes, it did take me like 5 hours to clean my flat. I was feeling like a pile of poo, and I'm a big procrastinator. I'm not the biggest fan of cleaning. Who is? And that did include all my ironing as well. I did my ironing in that time. So, and never mind. But we listened to The Great Gatsby, and it was a lot better than. I still don't think it's amazing. Sorry, everyone who loves it. I still don't think it's amazing, but nowhere near as good as the film. I just love the film, which is weird for a book person to say. But I listened to it. It was definitely better for me to listen to it, and that's the first time I think I've had that where I've actually enjoyed it more listening to it than reading it. So there's a first. Now, I also read a Kindle Book, which was a free Prime book, which I didn't know was a thing until I was like, I need to start reading on my lunch breaks and stuff to read more. And I was going to sign up to the Kindle Unlimited thing so that I could have you get like 2 months free at the moment, I think, or something like that. I've seen somewhere. And then I know that there's some books in there that I want to read, some Holly Martin ones. But then I noticed that I could get some books for free on Prime. Now, obviously, some of them aren't amazing. But I managed to find like a list of ones that I wanted to read. So I downloaded Coming Home to the Lock by Hannah Ellis. Let me just check that. Coming Home to the Lock by Hannah Ellis, which just seemed like a really nice little thing. I always love books that are set in Scotland, and this one is about a woman who lives in Skye, and she wants a bit of a bigger life. She lives in this tiny little place. So she goes to Edinburgh, and she gets a job in a bar, and meets a musician. I don't know why they're always a musician. Like, why are they always a musician? Does someone want to tell me why they always meet musicians? No. Musicians are not good people today. From my experience of reading books anyway, not from my personal experience, just from my experience of reading books. They're always on tour, like, they're always hanging out with girls, like, partying. This just doesn't sound like a good, group of people to date. But hey ho, book people make different choices to us. So yeah, I quite enjoyed that. That was a really nice, easy read. I zoomed through that one. And then the 2 physical books that I read were Something to Tell You. Whoa, I mean, this is better lighting on my face, but not for books, is it? What if I do this? Whoa, oh, there we go. Hey. Something to Tell You by Lucy Diamond. Didn't love that, I'll be honest. It felt like not a lot happened, and that's quite a lot of pages for a lot of stuff to happen. It was, it was readable, but I didn't love that, which is a shame. But the trouble is, I'd read Family for Beginners by Sarah Morgan just before this, and I really had quite enjoyed that. So because I'd enjoyed that, this in comparison was like, meh. I'm not fussed by it. So that's a shame. Hey ho. And then I also read Yumi and the Movies. This one you can see better, can't you? Yumi and the Movies by Fiona Collins. Now, this is one that I saw in Waterstone, so I only bought this month. So, can you believe it? I've bought a book, and in the same month, I've read it. Sound the alarms. Honestly, this is groundbreaking. So, I read Yumi and the Movies, which I picked up in Waterstones. I just saw it on the top, and it was like one of them buy one, get one half price things. And I was like, that cover looks cute, and it looks like it's a bit of me. So, picked that up. I don't think this book was as a bit of me as I thought it was, but never mind. It was okay. Again, I was not wowed by it. I didn't really like the way it was set out. It went from basically this guy has an accident, and this woman, I've already forgotten her name, Arden, sees him in hospital, visiting someone else, and she's like, oh my gosh, I know him. It's like a ghost of her past. And he's really ill in hospital, and every other chapter, you've got one where she's like sat in hospital with him, doing her life or whatever. Doing her life. And then the next chapter will be like going back in time to about a reference of one of the movies that they've watched, because it says 2 people, 10 classic films, a love story you'll never forget. And I didn't gel with it. I don't know if I didn't like the characters. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it has an element of like what's it called, cheating and everything, and I'm not really down for that. So, you know, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it, but it just wasn't for me. But I think this could be a really good book for some people. Like, some people might really enjoy it. That makes me sound like I'm saying if you cheat, then you'll enjoy. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, if you like the kind of going back and forward in time kind of thing. I've read a lot of books that go back and forward in time. I don't love that. What I prefer is like different character aspects in each chapter. Like a chapter written by each character written by. I prefer that rather than going back and forth in time because my dyslexic brain can't cope with it. So if you get along with those books really well, you might actually really enjoy this. And if you're interested in like kind of classic movies, there's film references in like most chapters, in every chapter, but it's not like the main theme of the book. The main theme of the book is more kind of like romance, but it's like a past romance because it's in the past because now he's like unwell in the hospital, so it's more like what went on in the past. It's not in the present, if that makes sense. I wouldn't really know how to like classify this book. I don't think that's the right word. But anyway, those are the 5 books that I read in September. I thought that I was going to be able to finish Stories of Hope by Heather Morris, which I'm currently reading, but last night, instead of finishing that, I thought, I know, I'll try and film a video, and you know the story of what happened with that. Potato quality and everything. So I didn't finish it. So that one will be in my October wrap up now, which is fine. But also, could have finished that last night and still filmed this morning. So that's annoying. But never mind, we move on. So hopefully I'll finish that tonight. Although now I'll edit this, so I don't know. I mean, I just need a job where I read books all the time and I'd be happy. I'd be happy as Larry. Oh, that'd be the dream. But never mind. But yeah, that's not my job, so I better stop filming and actually put my work clothes on before I head to work in my Mickey Mouse jumper and my tartan pyjama bottoms. Can you imagine if I turn up to work? Like, I wear like a suit jacket and things to work and like heels and stuff, and if I turned up like this, they'd be like, Lorna, are you okay? Like, what's happened? What's caused you to come to work in your pyjama bottoms? I'd be like, well, guys, you know, I've had a dramatic morning. And I haven't had a dramatic morning at all. I've had a nice chilled morning. It's a bit cold in here. I'll put the heating on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and see you all soon. Happy reading. Bye.